Today's episode has us jetting off to Seattle, Washington to meet Darcy, the owner of the Merchant Cafe and Saloon, one of the oldest restaurants in Seattle. You know what that means. It's gonna have some history. Darcy called Steve in over concerns for her employees, customers, and herself. Things are moving or being thrown. They're seeing things like a woman going into the restroom but never coming out again, never being seen again, and weird mist-like clouds. Darcy also explained some significant health issues, but she sank her life savings into this place and it needs to work. We meet a couple of her employees, Matt and Dylan, who are not fans of the activity, so much so that Matt is losing work because he refuses to work in the downstairs bar. Steve starts digging into the history, and the experts he speaks with provide some very dark information. We have fires, including the Great Seattle Fire of 1889, where we know some people perished in these fires. We learn about F.X. Schreiner, who ran the hotel and brothel until he didn't, and his wife, Mary, who was a devout Christian who despised what he did. FX left the place in the hands of a new bartender who had a long, slow death, consequences of his actions. Then lastly, we hear about what could happen with mob mentality and how viciously cruel humans can be when they believe they are in the right. Or were they just led by those who had cruel intentions and felt justified? Amy connects to many energies, claiming, for the time at least, this was an early episode, that this was the most conscious entities of anywhere she had been, all trying to talk to her at once, which is making her sick. She talks about a couple of ghosts or spirits in particular. One, an angry man who would throw people down the stairs or do other violent things. Another being a woman who is very religious and always praying. Lastly, she describes these weird mist-like creatures that are full of vengeful hate, stating that they likely died in a fire. At the reveal, we see and hear the connections between the history Steve discovered and the entities Amy speaks with. Darcy explains her sickness to Amy, who is not all that surprised because there's bad energy here. In the end, Amy tells Darcy she can get rid of this bad energy and make it safer for all. Does Darcy follow through? Stay tuned to see if the activity continues. Spoiler!
Did you think she was going to do everything?
No.
Oh, I did.
No, because I figured she would maybe do some of it, but I didn't think that she would do all of it.